Picture this. I'm on a flight, settling into my aisle seat, ready for a peaceful trip. The middle seat next to me is empty, and a fellow passenger, let's call him Dan, takes the window seat. No big deal, right? Well, here's where things get interesting. As soon as we take off, Dan decides he's going to spread out. He pulls out his laptop, opens a snack, and, wait for it, plops his bag onto the empty middle seat. Now, normally I wouldn't care, but this wasn't a small backpack or a purse. It was a full-on duffel bag, taking up way more space than it needed to. At first I thought, maybe he's just getting organized and will move it. But nope, that bag stayed there like it had bought its own ticket. So, I politely asked Dan, "Hey, do you mind moving your bag? I'd like to use the middle seat." And do you know what he said? "Why? You're sitting in the aisle. What difference does it make?" Excuse me? Since when do aisle seat passengers forfeit their right to any shared space? I explained that I wanted to use the seat to stretch out or put my own belongings there, but Dan just sighed dramatically and muttered something about entitled travelers as he moved the bag to his lap. For the rest of the flight, I could feel Dan's passive-aggressive vibes. He kept shifting in his seat, huffing loudly, and giving me side-eye. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there wondering if I should have just let it go. Did I overstep by asking him to move the bag? Or was I right to claim my share of the space? Here's where I'm torn. On one hand, it's a shared space, and everyone's entitled to use it equally. On the other hand, maybe it wasn't worth the tension for a short flight. Was I being reasonable, or should I have just let Dan have his way?